Kapla, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm the Big B82 and this is part 5 of my Klingon Recruitment 2021 Tactical Officer playthrough. We're about to take the first mission in the Warzone Arc, where we're going to go and provide our evidence to Lady Sirella, the matriarch of House Martok, after Worf over there refused to listen to our evidence. So I'm going to help for the mission, and the mission will be bringing down the house. This will be different. It's has been changed. A lot of changes have happened, so we'll see what this new mission looks like. It also has the actress who played Lady Sirella in Deep Space Nine now in it, so this should be interesting.
Sirella, Lady of the House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the House Estate in the Ketha Lowlands. She did not explain why she wanted to see you, but I expect that she has some tasks she would like completed. The House of Martok has lost much prestige since I took the Chancellor's seat, but they still have many allies among the KDF, and I am loath to reject Sirella's request without a good reason. Gaining the favor of the House of Martok could serve you well, but remember, they have many enemies. I harbor no ill towards Sirella, but do not get caught up in her vengeance against me. It would not be in your best interest.
Okay, so we have to meet with Lady Sirella at the House of Martok at the Ketha Lowlands on Kronos Passage to the Ketha Lowlands is through the gate in the first city.
Serve the Empire well.
It used to be a transporter. Right, before we do that, let's do the battle log. Worf chooses to ignore our evidence. We must present it to Lady Sirella of the House of Martok. It will be a great honour to serve a great house. Let's begin. Bringing down the house. Don't take the wait, it's Fracknot. Frack has no abilities. Well, does demonstrate his uselessness, I guess. It does. That's have abilities. There's a science officer without any abilities, so we'll see how well this goes. This could either go very well or very bad.
Ah, the estate of House Martok. It has been too long. After Gowron stripped my house of its titles and lands, this place became my home. I will defend it and House Martok to my final breath. Come, Lady Sirella waits for us ahead. Believe me when I say it is unwise to keep her waiting.
Okay. My lady.
Welcome. I will skip the usual pleasantries. We have serious matters to discuss. The House of Martok has many enemies. Some of them seek to curry favor with Gempok, or the House of Duras, by striking at us. Until now, most of these attacks have been little more than a nuisance. But now we know that an enemy may be plotting to assassinate Worf, and my grandson, Maven, may also be a target. The filthy Baktag willing to carry out such dishonorable attacks must be stopped. And so, I ask you to find these assassins and eliminate them.
We will do what we can to assist you, Lady Sirella.
Any threat to House Martok will be dealt with, my lady. On that, you have my word as a warrior. Where is Maven now?
He is on his way to the Batleth tournament on Forcus 3 with your father. Worf assured me that he would handle security matters during the trip, but that was before you reported your findings to me.
We should go to Focus 3 as well.
Before you go, I have another concern. Our local farmers reported seeing a Romulan here recently. Given Kemtar's suspicions of a house collaborating with the Tal Shiar, it seems to be an odd coincidence. We need to know what the Romulan was doing here before you leave for the tournament.
That is indeed suspicious. We will investigate at once. Okay. So I'm going to talk to the farm manager. So this map really has changed a lot. It used to be horrible to negotiate around here. Right, farm manager.
A Romulan? Here? Once I would have considered that impossible. But we live in strange times. Maybe they have come to their senses and joined with the Empire against the Federation. I haven't seen this Romulan myself, but one of the others might have. You have my leave to speak with the workers. One of them might have seen your pointy-eared interloper.
I'll see what they have to say. Okay.
Of what interest is a Klingon farm to a Romulan?
The only thing I've paid attention to of late has been the lack of rain. But you're a warrior, not a farmer. You wouldn't be interested in that. Sorry I couldn't help you.
All Klingons are warriors, and an enemy may be near. Remain vigilant. What the hell are they growing here?
The Togs have been busy tearing up my roots. But other than that, I haven't seen anything unusual.
Targs are persistent creatures, as are Romulans.
I remember seeing the Romulan. He said he was a surveyor hired to architect a new irrigation system. He set up equipment on the hill over there, but I have not seen him lately. It would not surprise me if he is up to no good. You can never trust a Romulan.
This surveyor may be more than he seems. The idea of a Romulan moving alone freely on estate grounds? I do not like where this is going. Let's follow his steps. Doing so could lead to insight on the Romulan's actions.
Agreed. Let's follow that path up to the top of the hill. Okay.
I see the equipment there. It is definitely Romulan tech. That is definitely Romulan gear, but it is not surveying equipment.
What is it then?
It is a short-range EM transmitter, not something a surveyor would use, Romulan or otherwise. I have a bad feeling about this. Disable it at once.
I'll deal with it myself.
That is definitely Romulan gear, but it is not surveying equipment. It is a short range. Well done. We still have a suspicious Romulan on the loose, however. There is a shipping and receiving area nearby, close to a landing pad. I suggest speaking with the workers there. They may have seen our mysterious surveyor recently.
Good plan. We might pick up the trail there. What the hell is that? It's a red... somebody walking over here. Oh, wild dogs.
Feral Tom. Always a problem at this time of year.
Well, I was like wondering what the fuck that was. I killed the targs for that. I took the targs for the honour of the thing. So let's talk to the foreman.
Yes, I remember this man. It's not every day you see a Romulan in the Ketha lowlands. He didn't say he was a surveyor, though. He told me that he was a part of a diplomatic delegation studying our agriculture.
The plot thickens. Continue.
Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on our world. That's why I don't think much of Jimpak. He's too soft. The oddest thing I remember, other than him being a Romulan, was that he personally scheduled the delivery of goods to the farm. That is against our security procedures. Lady Sirella insists on authorizing all deliveries to the manor. However, his codes were valid, and he had Lady Sirella's signature, so I did as he asked. His delivery arrived today. It is a large package we moved to the grain storage shed near the House of Martok's manor. Knep would know what was ordered. He handles most of Lady Sirella's business transactions.
Let me speak with Knep. I want to know more about this package.
And now our surveyor is a diplomat. A Tal Shiar spy seems more likely.
I processed that delivery. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed explosives for digging out a new irrigation system. The order was placed by Lady Sirella with her signature and authorization codes. She must need the new irrigation channel badly. Normally, Sirella delays such tasks until the winter, when the farm hands aren't busy with planting and harvesting.
More Romulan treachery. We must deal with this at once.
This spy is clever, placing the explosives near the House of Martok's fertilizer stores. If he detonates them, the results will be devastating. I believe that device we found earlier was intended to be a trigger relay. Taking it out will slow the Romulan down, but it may not be enough to foil his plan.
Agreed.
We should focus our search near the fertilizer shed. The spy will need a good vantage point to monitor the area before he triggers the detonation. Come, the hunt continues. Use your scanner to search for Romulan life signs.
It's time to put an end to the Royce Romulan treachery. Move out. Who is? Supposed to be a bad guy around here.
The signal is getting weaker.
Hello, fellas.
Enemy target on test. Shield losing power.
The signal is getting stronger. The signal is getting stronger. The signal is getting stronger. The signal is getting stronger.
You think the signal's getting stronger?
The signal is getting stronger. The signal is getting stronger. There, by the ship. What is that Romulan doing?
The House of Martok will crumble, and with it, the rest of the Klingon Empire. You cannot stop what has begun.
The words of an enemy and a fool.
Treacherous for shock! It's an ambush!
Enemy target on center.
Come. Taste my blade.
They're finished. Deal with that bomb before it kills us all.
Well, you disarm it.
This ship, it is the Rotaran, the flagship of House Martok. That Romulan wanted to blow up more than fertilizer.
If he had succeeded.
It would have been a fatal blow, both to the house and its honor. Huicha! One thing is clear. Whoever is behind this plot has no honor. Not even a Fekiri would join forces with the Tal Shiar. It is madness!
Indeed. What is our next move?
We must continue the hunt, my friend. The Romulan still draws breath, and as long as he lives, our troubles will multiply. A piece of Baktok probably beamed up to a cloaked vessel in orbit. Let us return to your ship and see if we can find it.
Just bear with me a second, because there's supposed to be a person I'm supposed to kill here. Sorry. Oh, he's on focus 3. Okay. Right, into our ship. Right, well, this focus 3 is a long way away from Kronos.
Ever since Jempok recognized the government on New Romulus, the number of Romulan ships in orbit over Kronos has increased. Most of them have legitimate reasons for being here. As a diplomat, I realize that harassing such a ship could lead to an incident. That's trouble we do not need.
Agreed. We will be discreet in our search.
Very well. I am willing to continue, as long as you understand that discovering the vessel that holds our quarry will be difficult.
Difficult, but not impossible. Scan for cloaked vessels.
There's a lot of warp and impulse traffic in the area. It's too much for the scanners to handle, especially if we're dealing with a cloaked ship. That's assuming the ship is still in the system. They may have gone to warp as soon as the spy stepped off the transporter pad.
We're not done yet. Scan for a singularity core emissions.
Ah, your intuition served us well, my friend. Scanners are detecting trace singularity distortions from the nearby asteroids. I believe a cloaked Romulan warbird recently entered warp there. If we get a closer scan, I will be able to plot a course based on the warp trail signature.
Helm, take us closer to the asteroids. Alright, this could be interesting.
I'm being pursued by annoying Klingon insects. Ah, lost lies. I would love to dance, I have a pressing appointment elsewhere, so let's change partners.
Answers are clear. Let's see if we can follow the warp trail of the Romulan leader. Scanning. Ah, there it is. Warp trail detected. Sensor analysis indicates that the Romulan is headed for the Forcus system.
They're going after Maven and your father.
Agreed. I believe Lady Sirella's suspicions were correct. The Romulans mean to kill Maven and anyone that gets in their way. Like my father. Both Maven and my father are formidable warriors, but even they can be overwhelmed by numbers and treachery. I must go to Forcus to warn them. Will you join me, my friend?
I will. Set course for Forcus system in maximum warp. I hope it's instant travel there rather than having to use, you know, thank God for that. Forcus is a long
We have
way.
arrived in the Forcus system. The Warbird's warp trail ends here. She's out there, somewhere. Initiating sensor sweep now.
Very well. We should attempt to contact your father and warn him.
I've hailed him several times, but he has not answered. Either he is unable to respond, or unwilling to respond. Let us hope he is engaged with the Batleth tournament, and watching over Maven. We will need to beam down to the surface to know for certain, however.
Have you located the warbird?
Yes, she is dropping into orbit over Forcus 3, and hailing us. It appears Commander Tarson would like a word.
Put the piece of baktak on screen.
You're becoming an annoyance. You have made yourself a target by defending the House of Martok. By following me here, you've given me no choice but to destroy you.
That will be the day. All hands, battle stations.
He cloaked.
Damn
Scan
you!
for energy traces so we can follow him.
Forgot they could do that. It's a battle of who can outcloak who, isn't it? He's in the my guy though.
Klingons are helping the Romulans. They are Maquis.
Rear shields failing.
Hey, that's not cricket. You're just lucky I don't have my bloody advanced cannon, my cannon abilities.
Cloaked again. We must find him. Quickly.
God damn it. He's a sneaky little bastard, ain't he? Alright, cloak again. At some point this cloaking device is going to break and then I'm going to be annoyed. That means the mission will fail. Actually, I might be able to get away with it. Yeah, I'll be able to get away with it. I'll be able to scan that. That'll
You
decloak
cannot
us.
stop what is already set in motion. The Klingon Empire will fall.
Not as long as I draw breath.
Four shields
Hey, I need that. I want that cannon. Hey, roll me an arsehole. Guess what I'm gonna do? Disappear!
Rear shields failing.
Alright. Time is. Haha! Glory of the Empire.
Tarson may have beamed himself and his agents to the surface. He also has Klingon traitors aiding his cause. We have more work to do, my friend. Let us beam down and attempt to contact Maven and my father before things get worse.
Right, well, it's beamed down then, and finally Frack has his medical abilities. That's nice to know. Yeah, well, this is Focus 3. This has also been updated. And it's a Batlev tournament, so I get to use my Batlev.
Any Romulans here will be well hidden, but their Klingon allies will be able to move freely. Even so, someone might have noticed some unusual behavior. Let's start in the bar. Tongues loosened by blood wine may reveal clues we'd otherwise miss.
Very well. I could use a drink myself.
Did you see Jim Puck when he was young and still fighting at the tournaments? Oh, now that was something to behold. He was masterful and fluent, not like the young tards here these days. I'm surprised that some of them can hold on to their batlets for the entire match. Ah!
Wonderful! Another stout warrior eager to hear a story of my glory days in battle. Pull up a chair and I'll allow you the honor of bowing me a bloodline.
Well, technically they wouldn't talk to me because I am formerly a Borg.
Seen the fighter for the House of Duras? He looks like a real contender for champion standing. I'll bet you a barrel of blood wine that he wins without taking a single wound.
General Chang fought Dahar Master Kor, both in their prime fighting condition. Who do you think would take champion standing?
Cool.
And what do you think of the new rule restricting Bartlett links to between 110 and 120 centimeters?
I personally wouldn't use anything other than the traditional 116mm length, but I can understand the desire for customization of one's weapons.
Do you really think a Romulan would be foolish enough to beam down to an arena filled with hundreds of Klingon warriors? Besides, ever since that one tournament where the champion of the House of Mokai used a transporter to steal his opponent's bat'leth in the middle of a fight, there are transport inhibitors in place. The only places they can operate are the transport pads and cargo storage.
If they can beam down to the cargo areas.
The enemy is devious, moving in disguise. Tactics worthy of House Mokai, but not a true Klingon warrior. If they're posing as cargo haulers, they will have access to the locker rooms where competitors store their gear. They need only wait there for Maven between rounds and strike when he least expects it.
We need to gain access to those rooms as well. Okay.
Hearing the chanting and sounds of bat'leths reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Côte Maval festival. That was the first time I remember.
There is a priority target in the area. Stay alert.
Nuchnech, speak quickly. I have a tournament to run, and little time for fools.
We require locker room access if the traitors may be present.
Access is limited to maintenance staff and competitors. If you have a security concern, take it up with security.
Are you not in charge here?
I am, and you will explain your impudence before I show you why I am in charge. The hard way.
This is an urgent matter, Administrator.
There is another way. Is it still possible to enter the tournament?
I'm ready to participate immediately.
Not as a competitor, but we do have an opening for an exhibition match. One of the fighters put enough blood wine in his gut to drop the Gone King and had to withdraw. If you wish to take his place, I will allow it.
Let it be so. I am eager for combat.
Then combat you shall have. No firearms are allowed. You must use a melee weapon. A bat'leth is preferred, but this is an exhibition, so you may use an unconventional melee weapon if you wish. Even one of those Vulcan lurpas they wave at each other in mating disputes. Ha!
Enough. Enough talk. I'm ready to fight.
And now, an exhibition match. This concludes the exhibition. Our next match will begin shortly. You fight well. Work on your form, and you might qualify for next year's tournament. You may use the locker rooms to clean up. Go. Should you have the courage, I will allow you the honor of buying me a blood wine later. Perhaps we will see if you drink as well as you fight.
Perhaps we shall. Copla.
I said that I would tell you the story of how I came to be called Chemtop. Chemtop was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins on Maranga 4. I used the name Chemtop to honor his memory, to remind me of what it means to be Klingon.
What's this? A globfly buzzes into these hallowed chambers? This is a place for competitors, insect! Begone!
I just competed in an exhibition bout. Make way.
The insect buzzes still. I think it is time I stifled it permanently. Last chance, globfly. Leave on your own 2 feet or on the barge to Grethor. Your choice.
Bowers to kick. Come, back them up.
Enemy targets on
More traitors in league with Tarsus. They must be preparing to strike.
Target located. Crimes include sabotage and assassination. Termination authorized.
Well, how many melee kills do we actually have? Let's just go and check. Warrior's blood. 33. It's not easy. But we now have a new ship, which we'll pick up after this.
Maven has fallen to treachery. The House of Martok will have its revenge. He's using the field to weaken our energy weapons. Switch to a melee weapon.
Torg, I need reinforcements!
Come here, you. You should be honoured to die. Hey, we tried to warn you, Sunshine. We didn't listen.
What is the meaning of this, Alexander? Maven was sent here to replace his equipment, and yet I find you here, surrounded by Romulans with the grandson of Martok dead at your feet. Explain yourself.
God, you can't be that fucking stupid. This was not Kemtar's doing.
Lady Sirella feared that you alone would not be able to keep her grandson safe. We followed these Romulans here, and would have stopped them had these halls not been filled with Klingon traitors. And where were you when these assassins struck?
Both of you stop. We must focus on finding the real enemy.
I see you have been listening to my son's conspiracy theories again. He talks of peace and uniting the houses, yet here he is, with a blade in his hand, looking for glory. I told you I wanted nothing to do with this.
With respect, sir, we have proof of another house is behind this.
While you were here at the tournament, assassins moved against Lady Sirella at her own estate. If we hadn't tracked down this agent and disarmed his explosive, she would be dead as well. At every step, we have encountered Klingons hiding in the shadows, with blades at our backs.
What Kimtar says is the truth. We must find these traitors and put an end to this plot.
I have not seen this evidence, but I believe what you say. We will get to the bottom of this. That does not mean we can act rashly. If there were Klingons aiding these agents, then we are still in danger.
If we uncover the identity of this rival house, then we will be forced to act in the open when we fight them head on.
Agreed. A great house conspiring with the Tal Shiar to assassinate other Klingons. And it is not just a theory. How high does the corruption go?
We will uncover these threats together.
Sirella and the rest of the House of Martok will mourn for her grandson. But I must also see that security remains a priority. To start, I am sending you a recruit from our house, the warrior Belera. She's been personally trained by me, and will aid your crew as we fight against the House of Torg.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. My former jailers were from that house. At least, before we sent them to Grethel on the frozen tundra of Rurapente. You have fought with me this far, my friend. Will you see this through to the end? Help me serve House Torg, a dish colder than the gulag they used to command.
Not now. I guess we can. We used to be able to do the tournament. I guess we can't.
House Torg.
It will be an honor. Let's go. We used to be able to do the tournament, but I guess they can't do that anymore. So the mission is done, yeah? Mission is done. So we have new skills. So we'll get that up. And we also have a new ship. A tier 6 bird of prey. Don't have enough of those. No, definitely not enough of those. So we slay the enemies in here. So there we have the A special requisition pack for a bird of prey. Tier 6. It's a scaling bird of prey. Which basically means as we go, I haven't really used a scaling ship, but what it basically means as we rank up, the ship ranks up too. So at the moment it will be what rank are we? We're level 9, so it'll be a lieutenant level ship, and then when we get rank up, it will be a lieutenant commander level ship. So let's commission it. So there it is, the IKS Rakbar. And it looks like it's a so let's go and have a look at it. From the looks of it, it looks like it's a disco era Klingon ship, which is not good because it means I won't use it. I can't stand Discovery Discovery ships. There's a lot of Federation vessels. To me, they don't look Klingon enough. They look like well, looks like they were drawn by an idiot.
That one of the great houses is thank you.
Yeah, we'll deal with that one next. But yeah, what we'll do is we're going to have a look at this ship and show you what a scaling ship looks like. Means that we've got plenty of. Well, how long have we been going? 42 minutes. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. Show you what a scaling ship. It's a unique ship, so it's only unlocked if you're done the recruit. Unfortunately, the recruitment is now ended, so you can't do it unless they bring it back. So you can't unlock it yourself anymore. That's yeah, you had a month. What can I say? So since we've been down, we'll be back up. Go to the shipyard. It depends if I can reconfigure it to make it not look like it was drawn by a moron, then I'll use it. But if it look, I think it from the look of it. From the look of it, I think it is. It looks like the Maklaw, or fuck they call it, Maklaw, something stupid. Basically, they just ripped it off from the D5, the D4 from Star Trek, from Star Trek Wrath of Khan 2, Into Darkness. Right, towards the transport chief. Let's go to the shipyard, please. No, not longer than it does. Right, shipyard, here we go. Right. Here we are at the shipyard. Right, the ship selector person. Where are you? Mr. Vendor, ship manager. So let's have a look. Actually, well, not too bad. That's the fuck bar. So, see, these are unlocked as you see at a later level. You get an experimental weapon, which is nice. It's not as good as the Rakaran though, because the Rakaran I get a science slot, and it gives me an extra tactical slot, which is helpful, but it's yeah, I thought it was. It's a Chula. That is not a Klingon bird of prey. Look at that. It's horrible. So that's a Machula class. Yeah, so it's a discovery ship. Pass. I'm not going to use it anyway. I don't want to use a bloody scaling ship anyway, so we'll keep using the Recurrent. Okay, that is the end of part 5 of my KDF playthrough. When we return in part 6, we will do the mission. What the hell was it? The House Always Wins. Yeah, we're doing the House Always Wins. Until then, I'm the BigB82. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you in part 6. House Always Wins. Until then, Qapla'. Ciao for now.